Yo, so are we out with the gotcha game? In with the fucking Kingdom Hearts 4 news, baby? Is that where we at right now, my niggas? Yo, 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 I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Okay, y'all know what time it is. Let's get serious. Get serious, bro. Calm down, calm down. Bro, calm down. Damn. All right, let's talk. Kingdom Hearts 4 got some new images. I'm about to look into them. Let's see what we got here. And of course, I'm going to throw my personal spin on it, my personal theory on it, because the first thing we got to talk about is the biggest image, the most revealing image. We got more Heartless and what we presume to be Heartless in Quadratum. So we have Sora. Let's start from the top. We got Sora riding on some chains. And if you look at these look like shot locks, honestly. This look like some sort of shot lock feature, or this could be a different feature that's possible with the chains. We see what appears to be like these little mini Kingdom Hearts flowing off as like arrows to attack the Heartless on the ground, or what we presume to be Heartless. These dark creatures in Quadratum, these dark black midnight evil looking motherfuckers. Yo, some new Kingdom Hearts content. And then if we look at the command, we see what appears to be attack, magic, items, and then build. So for items, we now have a number that's right next to items, which I guess is going to inform you of how many of the last item you used that you still have in your items. Because of course, elixirs and ethers don't look like potions, and this looks like potions where it says 3 right here next to items. But then attack also has the ability to swap through attack and something else. So I'm wondering if it's possible that there's going to be more options than just the baseline attack options. Maybe now, oh wait, you know what? This could be keyblade switching. Now that I think about it, because the keyblade can be switched using the D-pad, just like every other time the command deck is used within Kingdom Hearts, you use the D-pad to switch through it. It's kind of interesting how they aren't showing us exactly what build is in any of these images, but I'm okay with that, bro. We got new Kingdom Hearts 4 images. Who give a fuck? Who gives a fuck? There also seems to be a bar above command, and this could be nothing, but it looks like there's a weird kind of square that's sitting right there above command. And then of course we see obviously a world customized menu where Quadratum is in the background of command. And then we have new Heartless, or what we presume to be Heartless, that have these huge arms. It looks like they're quadrupedal, and they have huge arms, and they're like, there's lights on them at their wrists. So I'm wondering if these guys are going to be multi faceted enemies, where perhaps they'll be able to launch these fists at you, but then as you get closer or as you attack, they will be capable of guarding themselves. And this makes me wonder again about shot locks. Is it possible that the way to get rid of them, and I know this may sound ridiculous, like this may sound a little overly complicated for gameplay, but we could potentially have to use something like shot locks or magic to hit these specific spots specifically before we could actually wear them down. Now, this may also be just simply health bars or indicators of when you can and can't attack them physically. So perhaps there's one scene where they're like red, or there's one screenshot where they're red, or one of them has red. And I think that could mean that you can't hit that one specifically, and then as you I guess work your way through, or something like that, as you work your way through this battle with them, of course they will start to kind of glow this purplish color, and then you can proceed to attack them physically. The Sora model is looking fucking great in game. It does still look kind of weird. It does look like we do still need to get a little bit more polish. I'm suspecting that this is going to be a portion of the Kingdom Hearts for the next trailer. Of course, screenshots could be a huge indication that we will see, obviously, a trailer perhaps for E3 season. In the next image, if you look to your left, next to this one, I'm going to call him Golem Heartless. If you look next to this Golem Heartless right here, you see what appears to be a new kind of enemy altogether, which is pretty cool. It looks like there's another one actually behind the one with the red arms. And here's the one with the red arms as well. It looks like there's another one behind him, to where we kind of get to see them from a different angle. It looks like this one is perhaps walking to his left. And then there's what we can assume to be a Neo Shadow that's trying to attack Sora or is being spawned in. And an interesting thing to note here is that we still see the collection of darkness before whatever this is actually comes into existence, or even as it moves around, or maybe as it shifts and changes its appearance to attack Sora. It looks like it could be doing something akin to what nobodies do in Kingdom Hearts, like does, how they kind of like shapeshift and form and reform. It looks like they're doing the same thing here. And we also get a good glimpse at the Neo Shadows, or whatever these enemies are, down in this image as well, as they're actually facing towards the camera. And one of them looked like he about to hit that Dougie. Yo, this nigga about to hit that Dougie. And we see with the red Golem Heartless, it looks like this guy actually does have a heart emblem on his chest. Although it isn't the heart emblem from, of course, the emblem Heartless. So this could be a new kind of Heartless. In fact, this could actually be Heartless as the Master of Masters potentially remembers them to be. This could be Heartless that aren't even from Sora's time, but rather the Master's past. And they could be following him into unreality. But that's all I see for this image. Now we get to some interesting stuff, because when I first saw these images, this collection of images, bro, I was hyped as fuck. So we got a new look at what Strissia looks like now in Unreal Engine 5 rather than Unreal Engine 4. And of course, I'll run the comparison for you guys so you can see it all here. And Strissia is looking absolutely beautiful yet terrifying. Like, bro, why are you smiling like that? Why are you smiling like that, bro? You look like if I put my trust in you, bro, you gonna fucking bite my head off or sink your teeth into my skin and suck me dry. That big black thing swallowed me up. Yo, speaking of that big black thing, we get another image of the dark side here. And we see these two lights are heading for the dark side. And I think this goes into the image that's right next to the dark side, where Sora is standing in what appears to be at first like this burst of frost or this burst of cold air. But I think that this is actually an implication that a summon of some sort has just dispersed, and perhaps Yozora and his friends will utilize some sort of summon to fight the dark side in their world. Perhaps Sora, who will be at the beginning of the game, will need assistance to fight off this dark side. Remember, he does have the drill and stuff in the first Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, and obviously I'll show you guys this, but as he utilizes this power, it seems that the dark side is actually able to bounce back and recover, and Sora is he looks kind of surprised by this as he gets ready to engage again with this dark side. So it is possible that what we can see here is that there's some light coming from Sora himself, which would be the golden one, and then this blue one may actually be from a summon, or perhaps Yozora and one of his friends will assist Sora in fighting this dark side. However, the image right next to it appears to be a summon that potentially was fighting this dark side in this exact same area. And I'll show you through the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer how we can tell that this is the same area, even though there's an image right here that kind of makes it clear as day that Sora most likely gets assistance from Yozora and his friends from a summon of some sort. And then we have a random image of a phone. Everyone was making jokes about this on Twitter, but I think this phone actually does have an important place in Kingdom Hearts 4. I don't think it's just here for no reason. I think that the phone is actually going to be Sora's means of traveling between worlds in unreality. I think they're going to go the whole Matrix route here, and when he picks up the phone, it'd be possible, I think, to find a number to certain worlds, and then you go back home to the phone, or you can fast travel home to the phone and then make a call, and Sora will pretty much be digitized and sent off to another area, as in the Star Wars world that we know about from the first trailer, the Endor Moon. But if that's not what's going to happen, then they still could go to the Matrix route, and Yozora or Brain and his friend Sigurd, they could make calls through this phone, and then they'll be sent out of unreality into the real world again. So there's two ways this could go the whole Matrix route. It's possible for the phone to be their means of transferring in and out of certain places. I'm probably going to be the first or the only person to assert this, but I believe that's what's going on here with the phone. I don't think they just put a fucking random phone. Like, it's not even crazily detailed by any means to be like, bro, check out this phone we put in the fucking game. Like, it's not anything too crazy. And then we have another one of the most hyped images. Mickey and fucking Scarlet at Kylam, niggas. Mickey and Scarlet at Kylam. And I'm going to make another assertion here. First off, let's start with how we know it's Scarlet at Kylam. One, if you just look around, of course, the coloration, the imagery that you can see if you just really keen-eyed will tell you that this is Scarlet at Kylam, such as the light fixtures, the white of the bookshelves, and then this crown that's sitting over here in to the right. But if you look at Mickey, it looks like he's actually spying around. It doesn't look like he's actually like full on playable. Even his options in his command deck is restricted to simply attack. And I think that this is because you're meant to sneak up behind some enemy type and then take them out or put them down temporarily. Of course, it's Kingdom Hearts, it's a Disney property. They're not gonna allow you to like fucking slit somebody's throat or some shit. Could you imagine Mickey fucking Muska Muska and someone's like, what the fuck? And then he just like stabs them in their fucking chest and shit. Yeah, bro, that shit would be insane. I'm too hyped for this shit, man. Some new Kingdom Hearts content, niggas. There also appears to be something at the top left here that looks like it could be some form of data or something like that, or it could be some form of information that you're probably meant to retrieve here. But another thing too, I remember in my head that when we were told from 2014, when some certain people got to see a special Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, that Sora would traverse a library until he reached the top of the Scarlet at Kylam Tower, where he would eventually find the chessboard that Xehanort and Ericus was using at the beginning of the game. So I think that now has been transformed. I always call it, bro. I think that now has been transformed, as I implied in my past videos, to be exactly what Mickey would be doing in Scarlet at Kylam within the future of the series. And as we can see here, he appears to be spying around. You can even see Mickey kind of like looking down. And I think this is coming off of a cutscene to where he probably just arrived here, and he's probably like looking around and shit to make sure that he's good, and then you as the player will finally take control of Mickey, and we probably will get like a information don't get seen in Scarlet at Kylam, don't get seen in the library, something akin to that. And then the final image we have is an HD look at Sora himself in the Unreal Engine 5 engine, as we see he is what appears to be him probably reaching the end of the situation in the image that's right next to the dark side image, where it looks like a summon has just dispersed, and it looks like he's still there and probably in awe at what he just witnessed, as obviously as I told you guys, Rex is telling us within Kingdom Hearts 3 in the toy box, he's telling us that summons like Bahamut exist within Quadratum. He's telling us that they exist within Verum Rex. And Sora, most likely witnessing a summon like this for the first time ever, appears to be in awe in the last image that we have here. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts about these images, man. This shit is about to go insane. I swear to God. I told you niggas, bro, we probably gonna go into E3 season this year and get our fucking first look at Kingdom Hearts 4 in the Unreal Engine. And in fact, I'm willing to stake money. I'm willing to bet money. All of these images come from that trailer that they're already preparing for E3. It just makes too much sense. Finally give us a real look at what gameplay is going to be like in Unreal Engine 5 after giving us the mock-up gameplay for Kingdom Hearts 4 in 2022. 3 years later, give us a real look at what the gameplay is going to look like. Show us some Heartless. And then probably there's going to be more scenes of what's going to happen with the dark side. Strissia, of course, is going to appear at the beginning of the trailer again. This phone, I can see it now, bro. The little bit of information we got from Sigurd, where he's telling Sora that you can visit many worlds, but just don't expect to go back home.
自分が望む結末ではなかったと絶望するのなら、他の世界に退場すればいい。選択肢は無限にあるはずだ。だが、一度退場すれば元の世界に戻れると思うな。
I can see it now. It'll probably be something like, at the beginning of the trailer, we'll get that same talk again, but this time it'll be revealed that you can go to the phone to actually go to different places, and they may tell us exactly how you utilize it. Like I said, you know, you find out a number in Quadratum, and that gives you access, like a nexus from which all worlds spring, that gives you access to go to other places. So how people talk about how there's that infomercial of visiting the Destiny Islands, it's possible that you could get a phone number for the Destiny Islands. And I think that locking away progression through something like getting phone numbers is a damn good way to get us to explore Quadratum, especially if the events of Kingdom Hearts 4 are going to end here. If this game takes place over the year that Sora's been displaced from his world into Quadratum. Because remember, Strissia says, and I spoke about this before, unless there's some sort of time differential, 4 days in Quadratum apparently equals a year in the real world. And I don't think that that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be, these are the 4 days since Sora disappeared in his world. 4 days have passed since he fought Yozora and stuff like that and fell asleep in this world, and he now wakes up to Strissia. So we're now at the point, I think, to where we just wait for E3 season, niggas. We got, what's today? The 15th? Bro, we got like, at most, we got like 20 days. At most, we got like 20 days, bro. We can most likely expect to see all of this stuff again in motion, in action, when E3 season come around, and whenever we get our PlayStation, live stream that's going to show us what games are coming in the future, we can probably expect Kingdom Hearts 4 to make it there. So thank you guys for tuning into this video once again. This has been your boy Mazia, and peace the heck out.